Welcome back, and as we promised, we are going to cover the match which took place yesterday, Egypt and Tanzania, a warm-up or a friendly ahead of both teams' participation in the AFCON, or the African Cup of Nations competition, which is going to start in Cote d'Ivoire on the 13th of January. We are very much delighted to have with us via phone our sports analyst, Hazem Askandarani. A very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, of course,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And let's start immediately with the selection, with the squad. Before going into the details of the game, how do you see those who started the 90 minutes?
Of course, the coach has all the rights to choose his players in the national selection. Rui Vitória, from his results, from the day he started with the Egyptian team as a coach, he was successful, actually. We know that Africa today is different, is more armed with big stars, superstars who shined in Europe, and we'll know the importance of the European market of football. So we see that this championship, this edition of the cup is very difficult because of the level of all the teams. The teams are very strong. Some of them managed to win the cup, like Algeria, like Morocco, like
the host
Cameroon.
Cote d'Ivoire, the elephants are returning
Cote
back.
d'Ivoire, of course,
yeah.
who is organizing this year the championship. So we see that this year the big teams are numerous, more numerous than the past editions of the championship. So we see that for sure our team is well armed with big players, excellent players, and I believe that the leader of the team, the captain, Mo Salah, today he became more mature than the past editions as a leader and a playmaker.
But with whom? I mean, it's not a one-man show, and I was asking about the squad because yesterday many people felt that Fattouh, for example, because he was far from playing for weeks, not days, it was not a good start to start with him. Omar Kamal Abdelwahed returning from an injury, and he felt bad, and he was substituted because he felt that maybe the tear is returning back. God forbids, we hope that he is going to be in a good shape for participating in the competition. In addition to Mustafa Mohamed Inneni, with all my respect, is not of the main squad of Arsenal and for months. So how do you see this selection and the cohesion among the players with the names I mentioned?
First, we need to say that Rui Vitória didn't promise the cup this year. However, I believe that he has it in mind. Actually, he's trying to make a selection with a mixture of experience and youth. New players who joined the team, and other older players who played with him, and they know his technique and they can understand his plan. This year, the plans will be different from a match to another. So I believe that he chose these players who played with him before, and they performed really well as his heads on the pitch. So I believe this is the reason. Many people criticized his choices because his selection, because of some players who didn't play from a long time, like Fattouh. Some of them were injured, like Omar Kamal Abdelwahed, and I believe he's
even
not really
Yasser Ibrahim, after joining the camp,
too.
and it was, of course, his right to join the camp, he also was coming from an injury. But I'm asking these, by the way, in my humble opinion, I don't think that we have the right to criticize his selection except after the first match, because maybe his formation or his selection are those who are ready to implement his tactics on the ground. So seeing is believing. But let me go into what happened yesterday. With all my respect, Tanzania, it's not that very strong squad that we can say that this is a measure, or this is to say how we are going to play the official competition. How do you
Of
see
course,
our performance against Tanzania with the 2-0 victory?
the argument is always that the preparation matches just before the championship is just a try match to see who can do what. If he could count on this player or that player in any plan for any match. The tactics are different from a match to another. You see, the situation for us for now is not that clear so that we can criticize his choices. I believe when we will start the three first matches in the pool phase, I believe the things will be clearer. I don't want to be pessimistic about. I believe that we have to look afterwards at the results and the performance. Maybe in 2006, when we got our African Cup of Nations, it was an excellent surprise for us. Nobody expected.
We were not expected to win. By the way, neither in 6 or in 8 or in 10, but we are. But and this golden generation is something else. With all my respect to the players right now,
Sure.
But
Sure.
Many are saying that even we cannot judge or see to what extent our players are ready to compete in Africa with our group. I mean, many are saying that we were lucky to join Mozambique, Ghana, and Cape Verde, not Cote d'Ivoire or Senegal or Cameroon or North African teams. True?
This is very true. I agree totally because you see either Morocco, who performed a perfect way in the last World Cup, or Algeria, who are really thirsty to the cup. Of course, Tunisia, in the last try match that we played against them, they managed to beat us 3-0, which is one of the rare losses for the Egyptian team. But I believe that we need more harmony. We need more time to, because and when I talk about harmony, you see the first goal that we scored yesterday, it was due to the harmony between Salah and Trezeguet, who finished it in a perfect way. So we need this harmony between our players. Of course, when we make the weighing of the players in this golden team with Captain Hassan Shahata, of course, the difference is big.
Yeah.
Of course, is big between our squad.
He was really the master.
2006 to 2010, and this our squad actually. But every
3 out of the 7 trophies, 3 out of the 7 were because of Al-Muallim, or the master. Well,
it's unique in the world.
In your opinion, Mr. Hazem, who was man of the match yesterday? Of course, from our team.
You see, I believe it's hard to say because always I believe I put my eye on the midfielders. I always put my eye on the midfielders because our problems always when we lose any match, when there is a gap between the attack and the defense. We have this year an excellent midfield. When we look at the players, actually, it's the strongest line in the team. So I believe that this time, and that's the secret of my optimism, that our midfielders are the best.
Let me put my question in other words. Let's take Mo aside and speak about one name in each line. For example, defensive. It's Abdelmenem or Higazi, Ali Gabr or Yasser Ibrahim. Who can be the one in the middle to make, or who can be the first name and then to build around him?
I believe Abdelmenem. He has all the skills. He has all the self-confidence. First, to stop any attack against our goal. Second, he has the capacity to go out of with the ball out of our box to the other half of the field, of the pitch.
Okay.
So he has all the qualities of an excellent center halfback.
Well, Trezeguet, Mohamed Hani, Zizou, Imam Ashur.
Actually, yesterday, of course, Trezeguet, he signed. He signed Trezeguet yesterday.
Yeah.
And he signed with his experience more than anything else.
Are we missing Tariq Hamid that much?
I'm afraid yes. I'm afraid yes, because Tariq Hamid, he has the guts, he has the will to play. For him, till now, when we see his last matches, the age is not more than a number for him. He's surprisingly...
Because some voices were saying that it was Roy Vitora's turn to try to call Tariq Hamid or to have this kind of connection with him and to make him think twice about being out of the international activity. True?
Yes, I believe so. But the point is that Tariq Hamid, he resigned from playing international, and I think if he would have stopped this decision before taking it for a few days, maybe there would have been a chance for Rui Vitoria to choose him.
Yeah.
Because this is the most important line in the Egyptian team, actually.
And
I believe we need him.
Fatouh Marwan Atiyah.
Marwan Atiyah, of course. Fatouh, the point is that he, as you said, for weeks, he was not on the pitch. He was not on the ground.
So was Mohamed Subhi. For me, it was a riddle. Why Mohamed Subhi? Why not Bassam? Why not Awad? Why not Amr even?
Actually, I didn't get the explanation of Rui Vitoria when he said we need to get younger players in the national Egyptian team. I understand, but I believe that if we want to choose a fourth goalkeeper, I believe Mahmoud Gad deserved a chance. Deserved a chance. And let me say, why not Mustafa Shubir?
And why not Hamza Alaa? And why not Mohamed Bassam?
And
you know,
maybe Mohamed Bassam is a bit older.
We do have plenty of names in this position.
Sure.
Yeah.
On the contrary of the period of the past years, because we had a big lack of goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Now, and in this competition, I believe in this championship this year,
and of course we wish a speedy recovery for Ahmed Shenawi, but I think that the names we mentioned, they really deserve to find a place. They are very young anyways, and inshallah they are going to find their chance. Well, sir, thank you very much for your input and have a very good day.
Thank you.
We were very much delighted to have with us via phone Mr. Hazem Askandarani, our sports analyst. And by this we come to the end of our episode. Stay tuned on Nile TV International always for more updates, and for more details please log on to www.nileinternational.net. Many thanks for watching. This was Nermeen Abdurrahman.